If you don't know me already, I am Eddie, and I have the absolute and utter privilege of being Joyce's maid of honor today. Um, so I had a couple drinks before I got up here. I was getting a little nervous. My table, 1997, can attest to that. So if I if I start slurring my words, just bear with me. Just it's intentional, right? I'm trying to slur my curse words. Sorry, all right. Uh, but in all seriousness, I guess when Joyce asked me to stand up there with her as her maid of honor, for a second I really thought she was kidding. Right? We've been incredible, the best of friends. She's like a sister to me for almost a decade now. But asking any guy to be your maid of honor is a little atypical, right? So I did a little research. Maids of honors do a lot for their bride. They go and help the bride say yes to that dress. They go and plan the bachelorette party, going to Puerto Rico, I heard. They bridal showers, wedding cake, all that stuff. And I am astonishingly ill-equipped to do any of that. So my second thought, though, was that if Joyce wanted me to do anything, if she wanted me to stand up there with her, if she wanted me to wear a dress and some heels with her too, all she had to do was ask. All right. So I wasn't all useless. Y'all saw me make it down that aisle without tripping. You saw me hold that bouquet. I didn't drop it. But hopefully tonight I can also paint a tiny bit of a picture as to why Joyce is one of the best people I know, one of my best friends, and why Michael could not be happier to be with her. And by the way, as I was stressing out over this speech and freaking out really, I realized that I shouldn't worry because I'm certain that no matter how well or how poorly this goes, it'll be the best maid of honor speech that I ever give. So, yeah. All right. So Joyce and Michael, I think we can use a ton of really good adjectives to describe y'all, right? They're cosmopolitan, they're athletic, they're passionate about social issues, they're deeply idealistic. I mean, Joyce worked for Environment Texas for a little while. They're brilliant. A daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Yao could be nothing less. They're beautiful. I don't think any words of mine could do Joyce justice tonight. And Michael, you look pretty good too. Right? Yeah. But there's one thing that I realized that Joyce has more of than anybody else, and that Joyce and Michael together exhibit. And it's something that's far more rare and I believe something that's far more meaningful as well. So it's so rare, in fact, that I had to dig into the French language to put it to words. It's called joie de vivre, and it means, and I'm quoting here. Let me pull out my phone. Hold on. An exuberant enjoyment of life, an exaltation of spirit. So it's not just happiness, right? Happiness is merely a fickle emotion. It comes and it goes, it's up and it's down. It doesn't last very long. But joie de vivre is deeper than that. It's more of an organic delight in the space that you find yourself, no matter where you are, no matter if it's the good times or the bad times. And you never forget to appreciate and to enjoy all the things in life, and to even be gleeful. And that's what Joyce has in spades. You all saw her tonight, right? Dancing up there with Michael, walking down the aisle. You saw her laughing at the flash mob. Joyce, her ability to turn the ordinary to the extraordinary, any moment is what you want in a friend. That's what makes any day, any memory special, a little bit more vivid. It glows a little bit more brightly in your memory. And that's what you should seek out. That's what you should try to surround yourself with. That's why Michael is one of the luckiest guys I know. So it came to me, and I was thinking about the speech, and I realized that like joie de vivre is what I wanted to talk about. I realized it because over the years I've been lucky enough to be surrounded by pretty smart and some beautiful people over the course of the years. Look at all these Rice alumni over there, right? Gorgeous, intelligent, all that. But to be honest, intelligence, as along the way I discovered, is not really that rare. Beauty, I think we all know that eventually, unfortunately, it fades. But a deeper, unquenchable joy in all the things in life, that's a little harder to find, right? And it's a little less fleeting than your appearance. Joyce, we've been really great friends for a long time now, almost a decade. We've gone to Taiwan to climb waterfalls, and we've broken into buildings at Stanford, and we've taken spontaneous trips to play beer pong until the sun came up, right? We've been serenaded by triplets and gone whitewater rafting. There's a lot that we've done. I've seen you go from a pre-med freshman to a fiercely driven, deeply intellectual woman who, and I think anybody who works with Joyce or knows Joyce at all, her perseverance and grit will make her successful no matter what she does, right? I can say without hesitation that you are one of the most impressive people I know. Also, you're one of my only friends that has seen me cry ever. So, yeah. Michael, we've over the past 6 years, we've seen you take care of Joyce, and we've all come to realize that you love her, you listen to her, you believe in her, and that you are absolutely worthy of her deepest trust. And when her exuberance towards life is complemented by a genuine love for you, I think you've got something really special there. So obviously, you're going to cherish it and don't let it go, right? Don't ever forget it. To both of you, Joyce and Michael, as you two embark on the next phase of your life, as you two revel in your mutual enjoyment of joie de vivre, as Joyce continues to ply her Midas touch in turning the ordinary into the extraordinary, know that all of us here who have seen you go from Spanish class to Austin to DC to New York to San Francisco to here today to husband and wife, that we all know that together for both of you, the best will always be yet to come. So, to Joyce and Michael. Yeah.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Philip, better known as Phipps. Some of you call me Mapito. And I'm Mickey's best man. Huh? So, now before I continue with the main duty, I would like to take this opportunity to request that you all join me in showing your appreciation for all of those who have helped make this day so special for Joyce and Mickey. I would like to thank you, Mickey, for asking me to be your best man. It's really an honor to be asked and pleasure to fulfill that role. I have actually taken my role this of best man very seriously, so I'm going to share you a couple of duties I've been involved. The first was planning the bachelor party in Vegas. So, yeah, check. And a big thanks to the Mapitos down there, to Bene, Chris, Maiden, Eddie, and Chrissy. Especially Eddie, you did a really good job. Thanks so much. Yeah, I think we had two pretty good days. I think, Mickey, you will agree. Um, So, yeah, the second thing was to make sure that the groom turned up on time, sober, and looking good. And you, you probably agreed to 2 out of 3 isn't bad, huh? Yeah. Another role had to carry out the best man was being writing this speech. So, yeah, probably the biggest challenge in my previous life. So obviously, the place to look seemed to be the internet. And honestly, so I began to look, and after a couple of hours, I found some really, really good stuff in there. But then I remembered, oh, I was supposed to be looking for the best man speech and tips. So yeah, I did actually find lots of pre-made speeches, but none were about a couple called Michael and Joyce. So it looked like to all up to me after all. So yeah. So seriously, yeah. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to the bridesmaids for today. As you will all agree, they have done a marvelous job and look pretty fantastic. Yeah. 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 Indeed, they are only eclipsed by Joyce herself, who I'm sure you all agree to. She looks absolutely stunning. Yeah. I'd like to congratulate, to say a big thank you to Chris, your dad, and Eddie on a truly magnificent speech. Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep up here with my tourist English, but I try my best. Uh, so, yeah, some of you asking yourself, who is that guy called Michael M. Nusslein, and how we need how we known each other. Sorry. Yeah, let me start. It was May 2004. It was in Tet Nang. It's a pretty little city close to his hometown. Um, yeah, and we played a huge national tournament called the Bezirksmeisterschaften, and we were faced in the semis. Yeah, him was like 16 years old, me very little older. Um, him a rising star, me never have been a star or fallen. Him closed sponsored by Lacoste. Oh my goodness. Because of that, he was still and is still my biggest idol, really. So yeah, to this day, we didn't know each other, but he was sympathetic from the beginning because he let me win the day. So thanks a lot for that. Yeah, but the funny thing, or the main thing, we got in touch was the meeting afterwards in the locker room. I was talking with a former teammate, and we're talking about really important traits like world peace, hunger crisis, politics, or maybe more girls partying, drinking stories. I don't know yet. Yeah, and it was funny. And Michi was like 16 years old, and his ears got like bigger and bigger, and his face turned red. And yeah, but after the end, I think he really liked that, and he liked the way we were talking, especially our threats. So, of course, a half a year later, he was in our team. So, uh, yeah, it was. He came 2000 and end of 2004. His first season was 2005. Him, 17 years old and ready for upcoming tasks. And honestly, tennis wasn't his biggest challenge in Ulm. So yeah, during the season, Michi stayed many hours with me and Danny. We were eating together, cooking together. What means eating? Danny was asking me once, "Oh my goodness, is he a cow? That's unbelievable. How can eat one guy so much?" And said, "Yeah, he's probably still growing." So, so we had Saturday, Sunday, we had the matches. Sunday night, we had some after tennis battles, and mainly we won. The funny thing, after the first or maybe the second season, Michi's dad, Wolfgang, came to me and said, "Oh, Phipps, thank you very much for your hospitality, coaching, supporting. But because of you, he drank himself out of shape." Said, and I said, "Wolfgang, don't worry. He's getting better. The next upcoming years, he's getting used to it." So, yeah, we had a good time. In 2007, he finished high school bravely and left in August 2007 to his first college adventure to University of South Florida, Tampa. May 2008, he came back to Germany for playing the club matches, and for sure, he probably missed my life coaching and influence. I think so. Yeah, after the season, he decided to stay in Germany. He went to University of Ulm, and after a while, he recognized Tampa and Ulm is a little different. So it's not just the size. It was pretty strange for him. And after a while, he got bored and unsatisfied because he missed the American way of life and the everyday college life. So thankfully, he got a very good offer from Rice, and his luck took its course. Then it went really fast. Arriving in Rice, August 2009, and in autumn he got in touch with his charming wife Joyce. So I know it's today. We were Skyping, and he sent me a picture, and a picture with two girls on it, and said, "Oh, Philip, what do you think? What do you think?" I thought, "Oh, yeah, wow, looking good. Wow, what should I say?" And then he said, "No, no." He interrupted fast and said, "No, no, the right one." I said, "Oh, wow." And yeah, the fairy tale story began. Yeah. So Young Choi stayed in Europe for her studying. I think was studying or was like an excursus. Yeah. Yeah. She was visiting Michael at home, and when we got introduced in summer 2010, yeah, we had some really funny things, funny time, good time in Germany, also later on in New York City. And yeah, she is, what means not probably, for sure, she's the best what could happen to him. I know. And that, yeah. Yeah, so big M punkt. Take care on her and stay the amazing good boy you are. Um, yeah, and also big thank you to you, Joyce. Um, thank you very much for made up for made up my bad influence. So yeah, you put him probably back on track. Yeah, end of 2010, Joyce finished Rice and moved to DC. Mickey was still in Rice, and I hope they had, hopefully, a pretty good contract with his mobile provider, because he was, I don't know, also in Germany. I went to bed, and then he said, "Yeah, maybe I call Joyce," and I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, it's pretty late." So, and then after like 2 or 3 hours, I went on the restroom, and he was still talking. I said, "Whew, wow, is this guy never sleeps?" So, yeah, but it was worth it. So, yeah, 2013, both moved to New York. And now we are here celebrating that amazing couple. Wow, that's a good story. Thank you very much. Yeah, before I'm coming, sorry, it's just close to the finish line. Before I'm coming to my toast, there's one more thing I want to explain you. Because of that international guest list, we create some wedding cards down there between these two trees. Would be great if you grab one, all of you, take them with you home, and yeah, just send them. The address is already on. Just send them to Joyce and Michi from your hometown or from your next holiday, and yeah, they get reminded the next days, weeks, months to that special day. Okay, now again and honestly, it's really a great honor to be Michael's best man, and I feel happy to be able to say that I was involved, standing side by side with him through the happiest day of his life. So thank you very much. So then, so ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to be upstanding and raise your glasses in a toast to Joyce and Michael. We wish them very well for the future, and may they enjoy a long and happy marriage. Cheers.
So Eddie, that was a beautiful speech. Mopito, that was awesome, hilarious. Um, so I've met some of you by now. For those that don't know me, my name is Christian, and I met Mike back in college at Rice. It was my sophomore year, and my friend, a Brazilian friend, and I were moving to an apartment, and we were told Mike was coming to Rice, and he was looking for roommates, and we of course said yes. And the first day he comes to our apartment, Bruno and I open the door, and we see this tall, big German guy, very quiet at the time, and he walks in, and Bruno and I were like, all right, we can't mess with this guy. Uh, and first or second day, we're still moving in. He goes to his room. We're hanging in the apartment, in the living room, and we start hearing screams all over his room. And we stand up, freaking out. We get to his room, and we see Mike in one corner, and in the other corner, a small cockroach. And not even on its feet. It's like laying upwards. It can't even move. Uh, and the moral of that story really is, Joyce, if he does anything you don't like, just throw a cockroach in his clothes. So you're welcome for that tip. But as we got to know Mike more, we all realized sort of our initial assumptions were a little bit wrong, and he turned out to be just one of the nicest, kindest, and most loyal friends anyone could ask for. As soon as he joined the team, Efe, who's here, and our other coach at the time, they put us playing doubles together. And we played doubles in the tennis team for most of the 3 years that we had left. And we had some good times, some good matches that we did well, some tough ones that things were going well. And if Mike got angry on the tennis court, he's the nicest guy in the world outside of the tennis court. But if he got angry, especially before he met Joyce, but I knew I should just not say anything for a little bit, and things would calm down. But it was always a lot of fun playing with you. Everything came out of a big just passion and desire to do things well. And I met Joyce right when you guys were meeting each other. I was there after you came back for the first date and second date and third date. And when you're guy friends, especially when you're young and you're in college, get a girlfriend, it's not the best thing in the world, because you're going to hang out less with them. They're going to probably go out less. But as soon as we got to know Joyce, all of us just fell in love with her. She was the best friend for us as well. Our apartment also got better because we had a recycling trash can after like the fourth date. So that was good. But I'm of course extremely proud to call Mike a friend, and Joyce as well. And just being part of this wedding, it just makes me really, really happy. You said thanks for coming, but it really, I owe you both thank you for inviting me here. I'm not making it as long as Phil's. Just kidding. That was great though. Everything was awesome. So I would have done it. I would keep it the same. But when I think about you, Mike, what you're doing, starting, having this wedding and starting a life together with Joyce, it really is like you're starting the biggest match of your life. But unlike a tennis match, it's not best of 3 or best of 5 sets. It's really a match for the rest of your life. And it's probably going to be more difficult and more challenging than any match you've played before. But it's also going to be 1,000 times more enjoyable, 1,000 times more fun. And if you think about picking your wife or picking your husband, it's really like picking the ultimate doubles partner. It's picking that person with whom you're going to share the good days, with everything's going well, and you enjoy the winnings. And it's that person who you're going to rely on when things are not going well, when one of you is having a tougher day and you have to rely on each other, play to each other's strengths. You're going to face situations and opponents that you didn't expect, but you have each other. And I truly, truly think you just picked the perfect partner for each other. So with that, I raise a glass to Joyce and Mike. I truly, truly love you both. I'm really happy to be here. And in this upcoming awesome match you're about to embark on, I, along with everyone here, the Mopitos over there. I had to get that in. But we will all be in the stands just cheering for you, enjoying how you get this marriage flourishing and raise a family eventually. And we'll all just be supporting and enjoying this. So cheers.
Without him and Julie, can you quickly stand up, please?
Julie.
Without him and Julie, we all probably wouldn't be here today, because that fateful night when I was going out with Joyce for the first night, I actually wanted to stay home, and they both arranged for me to go out and meet Joyce. I was an old man, as I always am, wanted to stay home. So thank you to you played a big part in our relationship, setting everything up, saying thanks so much.
My name is Anna Boatwright. I am a friend of Joyce's. We met in Washington, D.C. when Joyce and I were both living there. And I'm honored to be a bridesmaid in your wedding today. So I just wanted to say a few words. And to begin with a thank you to Joyce and Michael and your families for bringing all of us here today to Big Sur. It's so fitting for the two of you who love the natural world to be in one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And we're being blessed with this glorious sunset right now, and it's just a really incredible thing. So thank you to all of you. You're a magnificent couple. Joyce, you fill the world with light and laughter. I think you are the most positive person that I know. You are extremely generous, and you infect those around you with your joy, with your exuberance and your vitality. Whether it's your cooking, pondering the environmental questions of the day, great music, or matters of the heart. And Michael, I would say that you are ever the dashing gentleman, and you have such grace and sincerity. I love you especially for what a talented tennis player you are. And I will always think of you and Roger Federer as brothers. I know that all who love Joyce are thrilled that you two have found each other. And continue to make one another so happy. Watching the two of you navigate your lives together, you're the ultimate 21st century couple who don't let distance or different family backgrounds stand in your way. And it's extraordinary and it's inspiring. I'm so proud to know both of you, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. Cheers to Joyce and Michael. Thank you.